evening. This is a very good time for the soul to refresh its own self by some spiritual inputs and as well as to receive blessings and good wishes from God Father, the Supreme, as well as to get some refreshing points to deal with day-to-day problems. As we know, this century is full of depression, stress, anxiety, that majority is increasing nowadays. Because of the pandemic also, there are so many stresses, anxieties increasing in the society. So today, Sunday evening talk, specially taken the topic, challenges which are coming and how we can get the spiritual solutions. Because all of us are practicing different methods to deal with the challenges, but how the spiritual solutions can help us so that it is a harmonious solution based society we can create. So for this, we have specially the very, very special dear divine Didi, Usha Didi from Brahma Kumari's Mt.Abu headquarters. Didi, welcome to you to Hyderabad and specially to Sunday evening talk. So nice to have you, Didi, because your presence, your smile, the peacefulness in your on your face, also like feeling welcomingness to all of us. You are a practical example of application of spirituality in day-to-day life, because today we are seeing different kind of challenges. In the pandemic time, we are seeing the challenges based on many deaths which are occurring for our near and dear ones. Every day we take a call and we hear so and so is sick, so and so is dead, so many things. So this is an added thing nowadays in people's stresses, as well as we are facing economic crisis, and we are seeing every now and then we are getting the phone calls that so and so lost the job, this and that, so many things we are seeing. And you are since you are a practical example of spiritual solutions, we want to know from you how we can deal with this situation with a mental equilibrium and strength from inside. So Didi, it's our privilege to have you this evening. And today's topic, as you all know, the solutions for the daily challenges. So as many of you know, since we have heard few times from Didi also, and she was one of the speakers earlier also in Sunday evening talk physically, but now we are hearing her from online. So as you know, she is the senior Raj Yoga meditation teacher and management trainer of the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization based in, and she is based nowadays in Mt.Abu, but she is traveling across the world with her spiritual fragrance and with her spiritual wisdom and with her innate qualities and capabilities, and of course Godfather's blessings. She has focused her strength and specialities into meaningful channel. In fact, she is a practical example of applied spirituality also. Since over 40 years, she has dedicated her life for the service of humanity as well as service of God. And she was based in earlier in Hyderabad. This is a very good thing. We feel very close with her because she was few years here and started many services in the industry and business areas also, and of course in different areas of government as well as private sector also. And since childhood, she is practicing Raj Yoga meditation with Brahma Kumari's organization. And she has made thousands of presentations in various colleges, universities, medical associations. Name any university or name any organization or business or industry places, she has taken or she has given her benefit through her sessions. In the path of service, she has played a key role in the implementation of self-management training programs as expounded by Brahma Kumari's self-management systems. And Usha Didi's eloquence and her simple and clear approach to spiritual attainments has led her to record lectures and commentaries on Raj Yoga for audio-visual presentations. Many of you might be hearing her talks as well as her meditation commentaries in YouTube also. Hundreds of beneficiary talks are there in YouTube also. She has done a thorough research on the great epics of India, that is Ramayana and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and has created a unique presentation, the first of its kind in the world, which has attracted and made people realize its importance from a completely different perspective. And her lectures are telecasted in different TV channels also. And of course, she is one of the main our faculty in our Peace of Mind and Awakening TV also. And she has published Self-Managing Leadership book in English and Hindi. So today, our fortune to have Didi, and all of us take benefit from Didi's experienced version. Of course, she is presenting her fragrance, spiritual fragrance in front of all of us. So let's listen from Didi about solutions for everyday challenges, daily challenges from Usha Didi.
Om Shanti, and a very good evening to everyone. Today, it's a pleasure for me to be with you all again for this Sunday evening talk. Yes, I have been to Shanti Sarovar physically also, and we have shared some of the views for Sunday evening. And today also, a beautiful topic has been given to me, which is so practical for the present time. And we all know challenges are there for everyone. Actually, in the present time, we can see that, yes, this is the big pandemic that is going on worldwide. And it is a big challenge for everyone. Especially to face this challenge requires a lot of inner strength. But as such also, human beings' life is full of challenges. I feel there is no day in our lives where there are no challenges. Everyone facing some or the other challenge in practical life. Beautifully, I read somewhere, challenges are there for everyone. But for some, these challenges turn into opportunities and opens the doors to new opportunities. And for some, these challenges, they become a great setback, and they start making the person feel such that all the doors are closed. And the person comes under great stress, great pressure, not able to sometimes handle his own self also, and afterwards have to regret throughout the life. So for whom does this challenges brings new opportunities? And for whom does it bring great setbacks? Beautifully, it was written there that those people at the time of challenges who are able to take right decisions, for them, new doors to opportunities open up. And those people who seeing some selfish intentions or selfish motives make a wrong decision, for them, it seems as if all the doors closed and they get a great setback for which they have to regret throughout their lives. So for whom does it open the doors to new opportunities? Those who take right decision. And how is it that they are able to take right decisions? Beautifully, it was written there that at the time of challenges, those who are able to focus their mind, who develop a clear focus, who are not in a confused stage, they take right decisions. But at the time of challenges, those who get confused, those whose mind is clouded with all the confusions, who does not have a clear focus, they tend to make a wrong decision. Because either their mind is conditioned for achieving some or the other selfish motives. And when they want that desire to be fulfilled, their focus is not clear. So they make a wrong decision. And all the doors seem to close. And afterwards they have to regret, only if I could have seen this aspect, only if I could have understood what time was trying to offer me, only if I could have understood my limitation or my capacity, I would have not taken this decision. So every challenge, actually, it demands a response from the human beings. Whenever any challenges come in our life, first of all, clear your mind. If there is a lot of confusion, a lot of stress inside, the first thing I need to do is sit down for a moment, calm down the mind, either through meditation, through the regular practice of meditation, or some other way. But if I know how to calm down my mind, clear the inner confusion, clear all those clouds, just focus. And then, or either if you cannot focus on the challenge, focus on the Supreme, so that your mind calms down and you are able to see the situation as it is, or just uplift your consciousness from the physical plane, go on to a higher plane, take a bird's view and see the whole situation as it is. And then you will be able to take accurate decision. When you are able to see the challenge that has come in front of you to offer you something. So instead of just fulfilling the limited desires or limited selfish intentions, I need to develop a broader perspective in my life. I need to create such a mental attitude, bring vastness in my thoughts, and you'll be able to see how the challenge which has come, it is opening a door to something new in your life. And so we need to practice this. It cannot just come on its own. We need to develop a practice, and practice makes a man perfect. So in order to calm down the mind also, we need to develop a practice. Then I'll be able to see the solution. As such, also in the world, it is said, whenever any challenges come in human beings' life, it seems as if one door is closing, but at the same time, another door is opening. But normally, people, when they always tend to see the door closing, they get so stressed. And as if there is nothing left in their life. And we cannot see the other door that is opening up with so many possibilities. So the best part of this thing is, I need to realize that any challenge that comes in front of human beings, if one door is closing, definitely another one is opening. Just as for children, we tell them, whenever there is an exam in the school, exam means to move forward, to go into a higher class. So similarly, in life also, when there are tests, these challenges sometimes test. It tests our patience. It tests our maturity. It tests our inner capabilities. We have those abilities, but maybe I am not fully aware of it. And so this challenge is trying to draw my attention towards those capabilities which are still untapped, which are lying there. Therefore, instead of just getting panicked, instead of feeling as if everything is gone, everything is lost, everything is now over, no. There are inner capacities which I need to open up, which I need to tap, bring them out in my practical life. And when I'm able to do that, I will be able to understand life in a broader sense. I will be able to understand what life is trying to offer me. So therefore, we need to tap our inner capacities, bring them out. And there is a new me that has to be developed from within, that has to be understood. Therefore, it is said that whenever any challenges come in life, I get a better understanding about my own self. Maybe those aspects which I have not understood about myself, I'm able to realize. Later on, I would say, it was good that this thing came up in life, that I understood that I had so much of capacity which was unrealized. And I never realized about it. So thanks to this situation that came up, later on, we thank the situation, we thank that challenge. But at that moment, sometimes it is very difficult for us to understand our own capacities. Therefore, the first thing is, always realize whenever one door is closing, another one is opening up. Focus on the one that is opening up. Do not keep on focusing or thinking about what is that which I have not achieved, or what is it that I have lost. Realize that there is something. Realize that there is something that is in me which is so powerful, and I need to bring that out perfectly. Another thing of changing my attitude, changing my perception. When I change my attitude, when I change my perception, then everything, the whole story seems to change. Every coin has two sides. But if I just keep on visualizing one side, and that also, if I keep on visualizing the negative side, I'm not able to visualize the positive side. So the first thing is, I need to visualize or change my perception from that which I'm seeing. Let me change it. Try to see the other side also. And when I try to see the other side, sometimes it is so beautiful. If I keep on seeing that side, I tend to become negative also. My responses may also be negative. But if I try to see the other side of the coin, maybe I'm able to visualize that positive side, and which gives me a new ray of hope. It gives me a new sense of my being in this world. It gives me a complete different view, which I was not able to see. So therefore, it is always said, whenever any challenge comes up, it demands something from me. What does it demand from me? It demands a response. Now, how am I going to respond to this challenge? I have a choice of what type of response I want to give, whether a positive response or a negative response. It is upon me. So if I look at myself and choose the right choice, okay, now instead of negatively reacting, let me be proactive. Let me generate positive responses from within. And you may experience that by generating positive responses, the whole scene seems to change completely. But when I tend to react because of negative responses, there is a reaction. Either there is anger generated, either there are some other negative responses that are coming out. And when those responses come out, life may put me to a big test, which may be very difficult for myself to overcome also. So remember, whenever any challenges come up, yes, now what type of response do I want to generate? Do I want to bring out a positive response? Do I want to bring out a negative response? It is up to me. So instead of just reacting, let me bring out the positive response and try out. And we'll see, we may get a beautiful experience. How do we get experiences in our life? Whenever my response, positive or negative, whichever one is brought out in that situation, during that challenge, gives me an experience. If I generate a negative response, definitely it will give me a bitter experience. If I generate a positive experience, it will give me happiness. It will give me that experience of, wow, I never saw this. I never realized this. So it gives us a beautiful experience. experiment in the life. Life is a laboratory. We can experiment. So consciously, if I feel life, what feel that yes, I need to bring out some positive responses, definitely I experience life has so much to offer. Just as in the pandemic also, many people have tried to find out what this pandemic is trying to teach us. Because any challenge that comes or in our life either wants to teach me some valuable lessons, and I need to learn those valuable lessons, because during this journey I may have picked up so many things which I shouldn't have picked up. I may have developed some sort of arrogance in me or ego in me. Therefore, this challenge has come to teach me something, to make me more humble, to bring out that humility within me, so that I can lower that ego or that arrogance that is within me. So, this challenge, what is it trying to teach me? For this pandemic also, I've seen many people writing up in emails, in messages, in WhatsApp, that this pandemic is trying to change our lifestyle, is teaching us that somewhere we had adopted some wrong things in our lifestyle. So we need to learn the right things in our life. And I'm seeing many people have started adopting yoga, pranayama in their lifestyle, getting up early in the morning, doing some yoga exercise, doing some pranayama. So something beautiful. So those people who have realized that anything that comes up in this world is because of human karma. And this human karma, which has made so many things wrong or brought so many wrong habits, developed wrong habits in our lifestyle, we need to correct them. And those people who are correcting, they are surviving in this pandemic also. But those people who have developed fear, anxiety, who are stressed, who are generating negative thoughts, they are becoming victim also. So instead of fearing, instead of anxiety, instead of developing that stress, let me try to see what this is trying to teach me. What wonderful, powerful lessons I need to learn from each and every situation that is coming up in life. And then we may be able to cross the whole thing very easily in a natural way. Adopt good habits, overcome our wrong habits in life, and maybe we are able to develop that inner strength, that inner maturity, which I would say a spiritual maturity in life. When I was looking at this subject, I was reminded of Bhagavad Gita also. That in the essence of Bhagavad Gita, God has said to Arjuna, Jo hua acha hua. Whatever has happened is for the good only. जो हुआ अच्छा हुआ, जो हो रहा है अच्छा हो रहा है, और जो होने वाला है वो बहुत अच्छा है. Whatever has happened was good. Whatever is happening is good. And whatever is going to happen is also for the best. So we have been listening to this essence of Bhagavad Gita. Many of you might have it hanging in your homes also, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. It's time for us to practically apply it in our life and see what good has this challenge brought for us. Kya acha ho raha hai? It is teaching us something. And therefore, instead of having that fear, let us develop the faith in the self. We have that potential within us. We need to believe our own self. We need to expand our inner potentials. As Stephen Covey has mentioned in his 7 Habits, it reminds me that everyone has 2 circles. One is the circle of influence, and one is the circle of concern. 2 circles. The circle of influence is that which I have my influence on. My circle of influence consists of my thoughts, that is within my influence, my attitude, which is within my influence, my way of being is within my influence, my perception is within my influence. All these things, the inner capacities, are within my influence. Circle of concern is that which is concerned, where it is affecting my life, definitely. But if I get concerned more about that concern, like financial crisis, where I feel I am handicapped, I do not have my influence on it, and it is affecting my life. So many people generate negative thoughts about it. So my circle of influence, when I generate negative thoughts, it contracts. It becomes smaller and smaller. And that is where I find the gap increases between the circle of influence and the circle of concern. And then that which is outside, which is beyond my capacity, is going to affect me, and I generate my tendency, my effectiveness is going to reduce, and I am going to feel I am handicapped. I cannot change government policies. I cannot change economic crisis. I cannot change. They are not within my influence. But if I get so much concerned about it, and if I tend my circle of influence also on it, I become negative and I become helpless. I am handicapped, as if there is nothing in my life and I cannot do anything about it. But there is so much that I have. So if I expand my inner circle of influence, then I reduce the gap. And I know how to be effective. Whatever may be those things of concern. But even in those things of concern, when I expand my inner capacities, my positive thoughts, my attitude, my perception, everything, if I expand by responding positively, the gap reduces. And that is where, instead of developing a reactive focus, I develop a proactive focus. And with that proactiveness, I can be successful. Those things do not affect me. Although they are a concern with my life, but they cannot make me a failure. They cannot make me lose. I cannot be a loser. They cannot challenge me. On the contrary, my inner capacities are going to challenge that. Those things of concern. And this is the attitude that is needed in the present time. Expand your inner capacities. That which you have direct influence on. Don't be concerned about those things which is not within your influence. We need to reduce the gap. As Stephen Covey said, I need to take the charge of my life in my hands. I cannot be a puppet in the hands of situations, in the hands of challenges, in the hands of those things that are coming up in life. I need to take the remote control in my own hands. They cannot disturb me. They cannot affect me. But when I take the remote control of my inner state in my own hand, those things will fall apart. And I find my own way through it. It becomes very easy for us. Another question which normally people have, okay, with things I can change, with situations, with challenges I can change. But what if this challenge is from a human being, from people? How to address them? Beautifully in Brahma Kumari's philosophy, we are taught that whenever any such challenge is from a human being, from a person who's trying to test you, who's trying to test your patience, then generate good wishes for that soul. Actually, that soul needs good wishes. That is why it is trying to create a problem for you. It is trying to test your patience because it is lacking. Just as in the world also, when a person does not have enough bank balance, we help that person. The person may get irritated because it is not able to meet its end. And that is when some philanthropist will come forward and donate. And when it gives, and the person feels, yes, I needed this at this time. Similarly, whenever any person is creating a problem for you, trying to test your patience and your maturity or your humility or any of their qualities, understand he is becoming bankrupt at this time. He doesn't have good wishes. He doesn't have enough bank balance. Because in order to have an account of charity, we need to perform such karma, good karmas. And when we do good karmas, we expand our account of charity. But when a person account of charity is diminishing, when that person's account of charity is either he is getting bankrupt in it doesn't have any good feelings, doesn't have any blessings, this is the right time for me to, instead of reacting to what the person is saying, generate good wishes, give blessings, pray for that soul. God, give this soul some strength, generate good vibrations, help the soul. Actually, that soul is in need. And when we help that soul, it stops creating problems for you. But if I start reacting with that soul also, then the problem may become worse. That person will test each and every limit of mine. So instead of getting into that reactive nature and either fighting or physically abusing or saying some wrong words, inappropriate words, and generating more anger of that person, remember, this person is in need of good wishes. His bank balance is completely empty, maybe. That is why this reaction is there. So at this moment, it is necessary for me to give good vibrations, good blessings to that soul, good wishes for that soul, good feelings have to be generated for that soul. And when I generate good feelings, it may comfort the soul. And the soul may feel as if it is getting something, some help, which it needs. It is getting what it wants. And that is the time when the soul will come up to you and thank you. Thanks for giving me this good vibrations. Thanks for being on my side at this moment. I needed it. So instead of reacting with that person also, who is creating problems for you, generate good wishes, give some nice vibrations, do some, give some mental support, make him feel you are not alone. I am there with you. You can rely on me. And that person will feel as if this is something which is more than money or whatever the person wanted. This is the comfort which the person wanted. And that is why it has come to you. So, if you are chosen for that, let us give that soul that comfort, that good wishes, some blessings. And you find that that soul will also feel as if it should not create any problem for you. Say sorry to you also. At the same time, will come up to you and say, I'm sorry for whatever I did. So challenges come from all sides, either from human beings, from situations, from such pandemics. Everything is trying to teach me something. So remembering that version of Gita, whatever is happened for the best, whatever is happening is for good, and whatever is going to happen is for the best. What is good, what is best, may not be realized now, but in the future times, I may realize it was good that this thing came up, that I was able to understand myself in a better way, or I was able to understand God's capacity. His blessings for me, there is some hidden benefit. Any situation that comes up has some hidden benefit for us. And if I'm able to develop that drishti, that vision, to see the benefit in it, which is maybe covered in a cover of as if everything is gone, everything is finished. But inside, you can see that there is something which is so beneficial. So maybe I may not be able to understand at this time, but later on, it will make me realize it was because of this that I am able to achieve this. Each and everything. The time is beneficial. God is the benefactor. And so, who can bring something which is not good for me? So, let us realize that. And when I realize that, it is going to help me in every way. So, actually, this time which comes of challenges, maybe it's going to increase. The benefit is that it is going to increase my experience. And it is seen that a person who is experienced can never meet failures in the future. So whenever any challenges come up, they have come up to increase my level of experience. Anubhavi banane aaya hai. So let me take that experience so that in the future, if any such things come up in life, then also I am able to face with more strength and power. I'm able to be successful because I've already had this experience. Maybe in a small way, but then I can be of help to others also. If I have got that experience, I can share it with others also. And I can make them also experienced. Again, it is said that whenever any challenges come up in life, it means that God wants to give me some good fortune. And when He wants to give me a good fortune, it won't be like a magic wand, okay, take the fortune, whatever you want. But just as there are puzzles that has to be solved, it is said that somewhere beautifully I read, I asked for strength from God and He gave me some problems to solve. And from those problems, I was able to get that strength. So His way of giving is unique. Whenever you ask from Him something and He has to bestow that fortune upon you, He may give you a puzzle to solve. He may give you a challenge to solve. So from that challenge only, I will get that good fortune which I have asked for from God. There is no such challenge which has nothing to offer to me. So it is offering me something very beautiful. The bestower wants to bestow some special gifts to me, I need to accept the challenge and solve that puzzle. And then I can see how he's going to give me that beautiful gift that he has for me. So offer has come from the Supreme in form of that challenge. And on the basis of that challenge only, he's going to bestow that good fortune upon me also. Therefore, whenever any challenge comes in front of you, always try to have these three things: faith in the self, belief in the self, change, bring about change in your mentality, in your thinking process, in some of the inner capacities, expand them and become introvert, go within and understand what life is offering you, what good gifts the Supreme Being wants to offer you. Understand that. And then you can see that there is not just a solution, but with that solution, you get something beautiful from the Supreme as well. Any questions?
हेलो दी, नमस्ते।
Yes.
दी, इस पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन में मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि आपका डेली रूटीन क्या है?
मेरा डेली रूटीन क्या है?
यस।
सुबह मॉर्निंग अमृत वेला, and after that there is class, and during the day naturally there are some online classes that are going on in the morning, in the evening, both times. So completely packed. Yes.
ओके, थैंक यू दी। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
Om
Acha,
Shanti.
someone
So,
has question?
otherwise we can have meditation.
Didi, yeah,
Yes.
you can continue the meditation and afterwards thank you.
So there are no questions, no? Now everybody is satisfied.
Sister, I have one question.
Yes.
If it is a life and death problem,
Yeah.
means unexpectedly some issues come to us, how to face it, sister? It is going to be a life and death.
Definitely, if there is such a situation, then also have faith in the self, have faith in God, and you can see how things can change also. Situations can change, and it will become like as if there is something, I would say that it's like a chamatkar, where people experience that even for people who feel as if now it is going to end, there is no further way for me. And you might see that there are such things, because death is not in the hands of human being. When your time is over, any instrument can come in forward in front of you, and it has to finish. But that does not mean that that human being can take your life. Something instrument has to be. But if your life is not to end, no human being can ever do anything to you.
Okay.
No human being can do anything. So have faith in the self, have faith in God, and you can see magic happening in your life. There will be times when people just come up to you and you will feel as if this is final, the end. But it is not going to end at that time.
Okay. Thank you very much, sister.
Anyone?
Didi thinks, seems everyone is satisfied.
Okay, so we shall go for the meditation.
Yes.
So, for a few moments, let us just sit relaxed wherever you are. Be in a comfortable position and turn your awareness from the physical world, outside world, inside, and focus in the center of the forehead. Visualize yourself as a divine being. That energy in this body, in the center of the forehead. This body is just like a costume that I have put on to play my role in this physical world. I am the master. Slowly and gradually, I take this mind on a journey on a spiritual journey away from the hustle and bustle, away from this physical world to the divine world. Just as I am a point of light, a divine light, my Supreme Father is also the source of energy, the source of power, the source of all goodness. And as I focus my mind on that Supreme Being, I feel the rays of light and might transcending unto me. I am under the canopy of His blessings. I'm under the canopy of His powers. Slowly and gradually, I feel getting empowered with his powers. That energy recharges me from within. I get completely recharged. I feel so comfortable, regenerated from within. I generate good vibrations for all those souls who at this moment fear or are under pressure. I allow those vibrations to spread in the atmosphere and reach those souls who need that good wishes, who need those blessings at this time. With this positive vibrations, they see a ray of hope in their lives. And slowly and gradually, they feel some inner strength. Gradually, I bring my consciousness back to my physical self. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Meditation calms down our situations and it teaches us how we can act rather than react in the situations. So very beautifully, Didi has shared her words of wisdom. And I like the last words very much. Whenever you face any challenge, remember few things: faith in the self, change your mentality, your attitude, thinking process, and become introvert understand the life, understand the self, and remember the Supreme. These are the few things which we can do so that we can see the change in ourselves. And of course, the situations will be more and more. And along with the situations, we have to develop our inner strength and capacity to face through the faith in the self, as well as the faith in God and strength of God. So from the bottom of heart, we thank wholeheartedly Usha Didi for this time, as well as her wisdom which she shared upon all of us. And Didi, we promise, of course, we take the strength from God to practice whatever you have taught us so that we can face the situation easily and smoothly. And we take your more and more sustenance through online also for next time also. We take more and more your sustenance, your lessons through online so that we will be benefited. Today, around 250 brothers and sisters have taken this strength from you online, but of course, it will be there in YouTube, so many will take the benefit from your session, Didi. Thank you very much. And we
Thank
look
you.
forward to see you physically also, Didi. Once everything
Sure,
calms
sure,
down, we want to see you in Sunday talk also. Thank you,
sure,
Didi.
definitely. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. For everyone, there is an announcement. Next Sunday talk, we have another very senior sister from Mt.Abu. And since we are in the month of Shravan, there are so many different programs, different festivals are happening. And of course, in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, we are celebrating in South India so many things regarding Varalakshmi Vratam and so many things. And this is the month where we can connect with God, God Shiva, and take the strength from Him. And of course, 3rd of August is Raksha Bandhan, which is a very big festival for all of us. This is the tie, and this is the bond which we tie for ourselves, which we can connect with God. And this is a bond of love and protection from the God and determined thought. So, based on that theme, based on Raksha Bandhan and the significance and how we can celebrate it, so we will have Raksha Bandhan celebrations on 2nd August, that is next Sunday. And of course, again, it will be online only. Every year you used to come to Shanti Sarovar at different centers to get tied this bond of love and protection from God. But this time, we will experience the protection of God in this pandemic time. So Sheelu Didi from Mt.Abu, one of the very senior faculty, from Mt.Abu. She will be speaking on this theme, and of course, Raksha Bandhan also will be there for all of you. So we will look forward to see you on next Sunday, that is 2nd August, and we get the Rakhi tied online from Didis, and of course, this is the significance from God the Supreme, who is tying us in His love and protection. So hope you all enjoyed the talk and you all will experience whatever you have received today. And from now onwards, we will practice all those things in our day-to-day life. So thank you very much once again. We will meet again on next Sunday, 5:30 in Sunday evening talk. Om Shanti. Thank you very
Om
much.
Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi.